Hello everyone, my name is Ahmad Faiz and I will be the host for today.
And I am Faradania and I'll be the co-host for today's episode.
So before we go into our topic, I will give a quick overview about our project. Techpod is a project that encourages younger students to pursue their careers in the information technology department. In these films, Techpod will focus on subjects relating to varied viewpoints on technology. We feel that the youth will learn something valuable that will help them in the future. For today's episode, we will be discussing the importance of IT during these days. Today, we have Mr. Alif Hushairi with us, who is a technology content creator. Mr. Alif, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you for inviting me to this Techpod and to the Mr. Moderator Ahmad Faiz and also Faradiana. So basically my name is Alif Kushairi bin Abdul Razak. You can call me Alif, and currently I am a final year student in University Tunusian of Malaysia and working also as a content creator in terms of technology and also web designer in Monster Asia. I think that's all about me. Pass to you back to moderator. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Alif. Without wasting more time, our first question for you is, what is your perspective on the IT field?
Before we go further, let's take a look on the overview first. Information technology, or more commonly known as IT, is the most popular career and the fast growing industry in the world. There are several success stories about people who choose this field for a career and are now on top of their game. On my perspective, IT is not an end career throughout this era. Nearly every company needs a team which of know-how, or we call it savvy computer experts, to keep its system up and running. You can find work in just about every industry you would like, such as financial services, entertainment, government, hospitality, healthcare, and more. But what is it about IT that makes it such a beneficial career choice for up and coming professionals? So IT, information technology, allows you to take your career in number of different directions. So become a computer network architect, a computer programmer, analysis, database administrator, and also a security analyst, or also like me, which is a web developer, and so much more. Therefore, I believe that the information technology field is where you will enjoy the opportunity to keep learning. That's all from me.
I definitely got to agree for the definition of IT. It really is the cause where we keep learning, as technological advancements change over time and almost every field needs IT experts in their workplace. Next question, from your observation and analysis, how has technology evolved in our lives today?
Technology plays an important role in society today. Technology affects the way individuals communicate, learn, and think. So basically, it helps the society, or we call it communities, and determines how the people interact with each other on a daily basis. It has a positive and negative effects on the world, and it impacts daily life. As we know, we are living in an era where technological advances are common. The internet and cell phones are some of the examples. So, however, we are technological advances, there is also a downside to it all. So one aspect of technology that has a great impact on society is how it affects learning. It makes learning more interactive and collaborative. This helps people better engage with the material that they are learning and have trouble with. So most recently, we could see that through the pandemic itself, it expands the boundaries of the classroom, encouraging the self-paced learning. People can access learning through YouTube and social media. So this helps students to learn better than sitting down for lectures and reading from text. This technological advancement made learning more fun and convenient. So another way that technology has impacted the society, or we call it communities, is through communication, how we talk and communicate with another worldwide. So technology brought many new methods of electronic communication. For example, emails, social networking. You can FaceTime a person that lives from another side of the world, maybe in Paris, and here's a video conferencing where you can have conferences electronically, just like we do. So there is also loss of privacy because anyone can find you anywhere at any time of the day. So in conclusion, all of these things impact how us, the human, act today. Without the technological advancement, our way of life would not be as complex. Technological influence the shape the way human acts today. Yeah, back to you, moderator.
Yep, technology play a big part in human action today. So it depends on us how we use it, either in a good way or in a bad way. As for the next question, can you give your point of view on IT programs in universities nowadays?
Yeah, sure. As a student from a technical university, or we call it M2 University, a degree in IT offer a wealth of career opportunity, attractive salary package, and also flexibility. Best of all, you don't need a background in science to apply for a bachelor degree. So the common core units will give you a solid foundation in the key areas of computing and also information technology. You progress in your degree, you have the choice of selected units that you will give the confidence to specialize in a specific area of interest. We know this as a majoring, what you major about. So plus through the syllabus in the courses, it will always keep updated to the last technical skill. The computer language that always have been in IT courses are like Python, Java, Fortran, and C++. And why? Because these are the relevant language to be used in IT industry. So to make the student familiar and expose more with the current industry, many college and university nowadays, they enlighten the idea of internship and also training program with IT company. So high achieving undergraduates may apply for a place in the program, while the average student could go for intern at some medium company. It is certain that which involve like a scholarship and also a 10 to 24-week industry placement during the third or fourth year of the course. So the placement is part of the curriculum and is formally accessed and credited towards the degree. So I believe that the education system towards IT have been better and could help the students to be educated, experienced, and exposed with a relevant studies.
It's very interesting. Thank you for the enlightenment about the programs as uni students can take to sharpen our IT skills. In your opinion, do you think that IT should be taken as a main course for students, or it can be just an added skill for them?
Nowadays, if you could see, IT is skills are in need. So the students are compulsory and encouraged to have it as their added skills. Why I say IT is better to be added skill rather than main course, it happens to be more useful when acted or taken as added skill. For example, student in IT will tend to focus only to use their knowledge through the diploma or degree or certificate level. But an added IT skill students, or they self-study the knowledge, it happens to be more integrated by using it in their main course pathway. So let's take a view like we have like 20% IT courses in Malaysia and 80% of other IT courses such as finance, engineering, and more. So imagine that 80% students in Malaysia have the IT added value. They're learning coding through online, getting a full stack developer certificate or else by their own. So could you see how it will make the IT knowledge fully utilized? Remember, when we learn, understand with our own effort, is more useful compared to a conventional learning.
Wow, imagine that every student has IT knowledge. Yeah, it will be a huge advantage for us. For the fifth question, as a technology student, do you think that pursuing a technology course is challenging, and why?
Yes, I really agree because it is challenging because IT field is fastest changing industry. We keep learning and learning, new things keep coming up. It like when you keep changing phones, you need go through the settings and new feature to utilize the function. So let me keep up in a detailed explanation. The information technology industry operates at a speed much faster than any other industry for this reason, where there is always a significant demand for highly skilled workers. So with the innovation in cloud computing, big data, cybersecurity, and aspiring IT professional has many avenues to pursue and grow from. So an IT professional never stop learning and must always stay on top of the latest technological trends in order to be successful in that field. More training and knowledge the IT professionals has, the more employability he or she will be. But I have the conviction that even though it is challenging, it is worth to learn on.
Wow, that sounds really thrilling and scary at the same time. But as you said, as new things keep coming up, we technology students have to be able to keep up to be employable. Last question from us today. Do you have any tips to the students on how to excel in technology courses? And can you explain more on the course that you are currently pursuing?
the tips that I could give is always I gave this to the others, which is the 3 P's. The first P is prepare. Prepare yourself more, which is more is stand for M, manage time to learn it day by day, keep consistent effort. And then O, which is organize your priority when it comes to the new skills that we have to learn. We know it's changing. And then R, a right mindset is needed to be on this open, fast-paced course. And lastly is the enthusiastic, also show your and express your feeling along the studies. And next P is the practice. Practice your skills to it raw. RAW, which is read the current article and update in every learning to gain the exposure. And second is A, analyze the strength and weakness throughout the practice. And W, write your story and achievement in this case as your portfolio, because this is really helps on the job application and interview. So the last P is perform. Where and how should I or you guys put your skills to? Is it grab, delivery, and also utilize? So grab the every opportunity and challenge that keep coming to you and put the skills on, and then deliver your skills and talent throughout the question and simulation that you have been through, and also utilize your talents. Do not put it on waste. Back to the question, which another question, my course is that I took is aeronautical engineering technology, which I learned how to design and integrate the aviation knowledge into a better version. So with the information technology that I learned in terms of aviation, and I also experienced in drone technology through drone racing for 2 years. I learned how to build a glider better and have the opportunity to represent on my university in a national competition. That always learn the past to raise the future.
That's really amazing. I'm not familiar with the concept of aeronautical engineering technology, but thanks to you now, I have a little understanding about it. Also, thank you so much for the tips. I strongly believe that every single aspect of your tips are useful and will definitely guide us through our journey. With that, the podcast episode has come to an end. One of the few important highlights that I have gathered from this conversation is that technology will forever be an evolving topic. In order to study technology, we have to be ready to learn and adapt to new surroundings. As time goes by, different technological approaches will be implemented to solve certain problems. Not only that, IT is also not a course that stands by itself. We can implement it in multiple fields. And for me personally, it is very exciting as we are not tied down to one specific job scope.
Then, we'll be having a weekly quiz for every podcast. Our question for this episode will be, first, is IT skill and knowledge only can be learned for IT student only? Yes or no? Second, technology can stand on its own and cannot combine with other job scope. The answer is yes or no. So back to Farah.
Before we end our conversation today, Mr. Alif, do you have anything else to add?
Just like 3 tips, which is in terms of technology. So make sure that you are adaptable, you have transferable skill to adapt. And the next thing is be resourceful to anybody, be beneficial. And last thing is the confidence and also be determined with your efforts and also think that you want in life. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you. I will totally keep that in mind and to practice it in my life. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Alif Mushari, for giving us such good information about the importance of IT during these days. See you all in the next podcast session with more delightful topics. Bye!